Hey guys, in this rune farm you'll get roughly 5k runes every minute, or to be more specific, 23,420 runes every 5 minutes. Now I don't claim to have come up with this one myself, but I've seen other people doing different variations of this farm, so I just wanted to throw in a few suggestions that are gonna optimize it even more. This is gonna help you get the most runes possible in the least time. This farm still works at the time of recording, it hasn't been patched out yet, but you never know how long rune farms will stay up in Elden Ring, so I recommend trying this ASAP. Okay, so first what you want to do is get an item that is going to boost your runes by 20%. This item is called the Golden Scarab. For the Golden Scarab, we need to head to the War Master's shack. This is located here. The War Master sells loads of Ashes of War, and the Ash of War you should buy is called Quickstep. Once you've got that, as with all Ashes of War, head to the blacksmith and whack that on a weapon. Pick any weapon you want, and you can always remove the Ash of War later. Next up, go to Rot View Balcony. This is located in West Caelid. From here, go 10 meters south to the Shack of Rotting. Inside the Shack of Rotting, you'll find 6 Preserving Boluses. Preserving Boluses are a very handy item that cure Scarlet Rot, and you're definitely gonna need them. I would put them in the shortcut menu just so you don't have to dig through your menus to find them. Once you've got your Preserving Boluses and have a weapon with the Quickstep Ashes of War, you're ready to get the Golden Scarab. And don't worry, you don't have to do this every time you want to farm, you just need to get the Golden Scarab once, and then you can start farming. So now you want to head to the Smouldering Wall. This is a site of grace located southeast of Rotview Balcony. From the Smouldering Wall, you're heading east to a cave called the Abandoned Cave. This cave is pretty hard to spot, it's quite out of the way, and you need your horse to do a double jump just to reach it. So here's how to get there. Now we're here, work your way through the cave and beat the boss at the end. That's where you can get the Golden Scarab. And here's where the quick step comes in handy. This cave is filled with toxic goo, which slows your movement down and poisons you. But with the quick step, you can dash right through it. You'll still slowly get poisoned though, and that's where the Preserving Boluses come in. Once you're poisoned, use one of them and it will cure you. But there are enough places where you can get out of the goo and let your Scarlet Rot meter decrease. It's not just red goo all over the place. Thankfully, don't bother fighting anyone here if you don't want to, just run through the cave, it's only about a minute long, and get to the fog door. Behind the fog door are 2 bosses, so I would definitely recommend summoning people for this fight. The boss area also features pools of Scarlet Rot, so make sure to have some Preserving Boluses on hand. Now just beat the boss and you'll get a Golden Scarab Beetle. This item boosts all the runes you've earned by 20%. You can equip it in the Talisman menu. And we're ready to farm. Now, as I say, this is already quite a popular farm in Elden Ring, but adding the Golden Scarab into it is going to help you get even more runes. And I've got a few little extra tweaks in there as well. So first, head down to the Lens Rise Site of Grace. This is in East Caelid. From here, head down the road towards the bridge, and when you get to this point, where you see the messages on the ground, you'll see a crackle of lightning. This is when the boulder behind you spawns. Now turn back on yourself and stay close to the cliff edge, and the boulder will roll right off the cliff. When it goes off the cliff, you'll get 1,952 runes. That's ordinarily what you'll get, but with the Golden Scarab, you'll get 2,342. Now continue down the path and do the same with the second boulder, which gives you an additional 2,342 runes. After that, fast travel back and do it again. It's quicker to farm both boulders, and that's because it only takes 50 seconds for a 2 boulder run, whereas farming just the 1 boulder takes a minute, so it's 10 seconds longer. So I do a few runs of the 2 boulders. However, when I've got a big rune total, I do like to stick to just the first boulder as it's nearer, and you know, if I do mess up and lose all my runes, then that would kind of suck. It's a lot of pressure holding all those runes. Another thing you can do to get more runes is farm at night. That's because at night, there's a chance a special boulder will spawn, and this boulder gives you around 9,000 runes. Now that's what I've read. I have to admit I haven't seen this boulder myself, but a lot of commenters are saying that. So you might as well try it at night, you haven't lost anything. just to be sure. An extra thing I like to do is hug the left wall on the way down and hammer Y. This lets you pick up a load of crafting ingredients, which are faded Erdleaf flowers and glintstone fireflies, because with those you can craft arrows and spellproof dried livers, which could come in handy depending on what build you've got. The livers, by the way, negate magical damage, which is very handy when you get to the academy, because that place is filled with spell dudes. One final thing about this farm, you could use a gold pickled fowlfoot to increase your runes, and that will increase your runes by an additional 30%. But I don't like to use it personally, and the reason for that is the effect disappears when you fast travel, and you'll need to fast travel to make the boulders respawn. So you can really only use it once. But hey, that's another option to stack on top of the golden scarab if you do want to use it. With the golden scarab and the pickled fowlfoot both active, you will actually get 3,044 runes every boulder, which is a lot. Yeah, I'm speechless, it's loads. But obviously it only lasts for 2 boulders. You can craft more gold pickled fowl's feet, but it takes longer to farm the ingredients than it does just doing the farm. Anyway guys, those were a few extra things you can do to help you get more runes from this early Elden Ring rune farm. Close to 5k runes every minute, it's insane. So use this farm as soon as you can, because you never know when the devs are gonna patch it out. But as of right now, it's good. So thanks so much for watching, and for more Elden Ring guides, subscribe to the channel.